Hi everyone, welcome to video number 8. And today we are going to talk about your persuasive research and your paper. Specifically, we are going to look at the sample and help you figure out the formatting for your sources and notes, as well as look at your introduction paragraph and your first body paragraph. Before we do that, just a reminder that we do only meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 11 a.m. for office hours. And on Mondays and Wednesdays, I will only be posting the YouTube videos, so we do not meet on those days. However, if you feel like you need more time with me for instruction, please email me and we can set up our Hangouts. Our Hangout nickname is Parrott Office Hours, all lowercase, and you do have to, when you log in, you will only be allowed access if I am logged in already. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's get started. So if you go to Google Classroom, Language Arts, and you go to the Persuasive Essay Assignment, and go to the link that is the Persuasive Research Sample. If you open that, I have shown you how to do some formatting of your notes and your paper. So if you go to the third page of the research sample, you will first of all see some yellow highlighted notes where it gives you reminders of how you need to have 3 sources for your opinion and 3 sources for the opposing opinion. You also need 5 notes for each source, at least, 4 to 5 quotes total for your opinion, and that can be just facts that you decide not to put in your own words, and 2 to 3 quotes total for the opposing opinion. You can have more sources, like let's say you find a quote in a source, but that's all they have is a quote that you can use. You can put that in there, but it will not count as one of the 3 sources. So you need to have 3 really solid sources that give you at least 5 pieces of information that you can use. The last reminder on there is that anything that you get directly from a source, you need to put in quotation marks in your notes. And so if you look, I didn't give you the whole sample, I just gave you what one source would look like. So you do not have to put, this is just your notes page. We're not doing bibliography yet. That comes after we do your final draft of your paper. So right now you're just getting the source on there, like all the information, and so the spacing isn't what's really important right now. It's just getting the full source and then getting at least 5 notes. And you'll notice that I've just put the notes in little bullets, but I did for each one, you'll notice I put anything that was from the source directly, I put in quotation marks, and I put a little note in bold after it to use as a direct quote. You'll also notice that anytime that I wanted to paraphrase it to have it in my own words in my paper, I put my notes in bold as well. So remember, if you have a source that is just a website from the internet that's not in OSLIS, you will have to use Citation Maker to get the MLA format, and Citation Maker is in OSLIS. So you have to get that information from the website, type it into Citation Maker, and then copy and paste it into here. So we're having the MLA information, but you don't have to necessarily have it like in alphabetical order yet or have the spacing completely down. So this is a little example of what your source page should look like. So now if you scroll up to the top of the sample paper to page 1, you will see what an introduction paragraph should look like, and I tried to do some highlighting to show you that the magenta color that you see in the first sentence, that shows that that's the hook of my paragraph. And you can see that I used a quote and that I made sure to have the source after the quote there. And that also shows you the formatting. You do quotation mark and then your source in parentheses, then the period. After that, you will see in light green the background information for my topic, which was climate change. So I only, it was like 2 or 3 sentences. I included a transition to say that Greta Thunberg said the quote, and then transitioned from her to the issue of climate change. So you just need 2 or 3. Don't get too specific. Don't get too specific. You want to just give a general overview of what your topic is to the reader. And then at the end of the paragraph, you'll see in orange is the thesis statement. And that's where you state your argument, you give your reasons in general, you state the opposing side in general, and then kind of like what your solution is or why they are wrong. Okay, so mine says there is scientific evidence proving that climate change is real, as well as proof that humans contribute to the problem. So those are my 2 big reasons. And then I say, even though some people deny these facts, so that's the opposing argument, I say that humans can act towards fighting climate change, that there are actions that humans can do to fight it. So you're only giving kind of it's a vague statement. You're not giving any facts yet or quotes. You're just claiming, doing your claim, your argument, what the other side says, and then your rebuttal to that. So that is your introduction paragraph. As you get into your first reason, notice that my first reason is in purple in the second paragraph. That's my topic sentence. It says that the scientific evidence is undeniable that climate change is real. So that's my argument, and that's my first reason for my argument. And then everything underneath that in light blue, that is all of my quotes, my statistics, both directly from the text and in my own words. You see that I put my sources in there. So I am giving evidence for my reason. And it goes on to the second page because you want to give, you want to make a strong argument. And you do that by making sure that you have very strong facts, and also that you don't just give one fact, that you give several. So that is the first reason paragraph. So I know this is a lot, and please pace yourself, do what you can. The due date for this has been pushed back to May 15th, as well as for the Outsiders and the Medieval Europe time book. I am grading the Americas time book and the novel project still on April 29th, so you want to make sure that those items are resubmitted to be graded. So I've done comments, and now hopefully you made your changes and you're going to resubmit for a grade. So we need to all take a deep breath, and I will be seeing you in office hours with any of the questions that you have. And then Wednesday's video is going to focus on the Middle Ages in Europe and give you some more information you can use for your time book. All right, so everybody hang in there, and I will be talking with you soon. Bye.